Howdy. This is my gaming computer. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. It has a bunch of stickers on there. That key is a little broken, but it is a Lenovo T430s. And underneath it is a large Thermaltake fan. Not currently on, but there it is. Makes a rattling noise because the fan bearing is out. It's got 12 gigs of memory underneath and a MSATA SSD inside of it. Let's see if I can get this going here. It's a quick little introduction video to the machine in which I particularly game on myself. These are my two hard drives in in Windows File Explorer, whatever they call it nowadays at the moment. My brain's a little slow. I'm almost off work, so I'm just doing this real quick. If my camera will even focus, let's see if it'll focus. There we go. So moving over here, let's open up HW info, because that's one of my favorite apps as far as that goes. And this is currently the chip I am running. It is an i5 3230M dual core with 4 logical cores or threads underneath it. Here's all the different CPU instructions it supports. That right there is what it normally sits at. Sometimes it goes up to there, but not generally. Let's see. This doesn't really show the total amount of memory I have. This will right here. So I have a total currently of 1600 megahertz DDR3. I got a 8 gig stick and a 4 gig stick. And shoot, where do I need to go here? There we go. It doesn't really show on the video adapter side of this whole thing as far as all the details about it. So this is what, and it says it's on a PCI Express bus, but I've torn this whole laptop apart, did a whole Wi-Fi antenna swap, and it's all one circuit board. They say it's PCI Express X8, but to my knowledge, it's all on the board. And anywho, this card, it doesn't say right here, but it has a gig of VRAM on it. And then my 2 solid state drives. I need to refocus. Okay. And I have a which is my boot drive, which is the 840 Evo, and then I have the MSATA, which is right in a slot next to the memory itself. So that's pretty much it. I don't have a lot on here. I just have a lot of this junk, and I'm just going through meaningless settings here. Not really clicking anything worth of substance, but maybe I might say right here. Yeah, there it is. It's sad to say it's only DDR3 memory on here, but it performs pretty okay. I mean, these are the current clocks. The effective clock for the core is like 900, is like 400 megahertz or something like that, or 900, and then the memory clock effective is 400, but it kind of jumps up later on as things go. As far as things go, this runs everything pretty okay. This game doesn't run that great. This game, I think the icon broke on it. It runs pretty good. A bunch of other games I have on here, they all run fairly well. And even in gaming, the temperatures, are not that bad actually. They're really not. As you can see, it's an Ivy Bridge chip, 12 gigs. I got all my temperature sensors. This is pretty normal, especially given that I'm running like 1,000 freaking tabs. I put my RAM through ridiculousness, just complete ridiculousness, and I just brought that up just to kind of show you. There's the video card driver version. I probably need to update, I would imagine. And I don't have an optical drive in my computer, even though I have support for one. It just, the clip on this thing just snapped. Currently there's a little bit of tape on the side, but that's because when you do your first Wi-Fi antenna swap like I did, I ran into a few problems on here putting it back together, and it just became more of a nightmare than it was really worth to really like put it back together. But you know, nonetheless, I still did it because I'm not going to leave my laptop in 1,000 pieces, obviously. And running Windows 10 on here, it opens applications fairly quick, as you saw. Let's see, I'll open up OpenOffice. And let's just let that cancel. So it opens apps actually fairly quick. Even so far as to say Firefox doesn't take too long. I mean, Firefox in and of itself, I really think is a slow starting browser no matter where you go. It's installing updates and will start in a few moments, so let's find something else to toy with here. There we go. I work late, so it's literally almost it's getting closer and closer to midnight, so and my mouse I game with is a mouse I bought on eBay. It's a Dynex mouse. I painted the buttons, and I painted this part too, but I just eventually just scraped all that off when it started falling off. But I kept this because the buttons naturally are silver, and I just did not like that. As you can see, the mouse is pretty responsive, you know, works pretty well for what it needs. And yeah, I mean, video playback on here is pretty responsive. Even with all those tabs running, I'm not using that much of my memory. 6 gigs and using, yeah, so it jumps up to about 3 gigahertz sometimes, generally, but it generally hovers at 2.6. So I'm going to be uploading some videos of this thing and how well it runs with games, but leave me your honest criticisms. Yes, if you point out something that I've already pointed out that is kind of messed up, yes, the laptop is a little dirty, I need to clean it. I won't get mad, but I won't respond either. I'm just gonna leave that out there just because I don't have time for that kind of thing. I would like to engage in good discussions about, you know, what you think about this, what you think about the rig. I know it's a very very thin profile and it's a business class computer, and it's got this little thing, and that's one feature I did not mention, is that it's got a second set of mouse buttons for the trackpad and all that. And you know, it's got these two buttons, these three. Oh, one more feature I should mention. I need to turn off the lights here to kind of show you what this keyboard is all about. It's a backlit keyboard, and then when you press it, because there's the first setting, which is, you know, this is not the first, but this is the first setting. Kind of lit, not really, you know, it just gives you enough to see. This one's a little more noticeable, and then this is a flashlight that is on top next to the webcam, and it's got two microphones on there. A lot of the stuff on here, there's not any like lights to let you know that the keyboard's on. There's just a lot of software involved with this thing. It runs pretty good overall. I mean, it does everything I need it to do. It only won't play some of the newer titles, which is kind of a bummer, but at the same time, it's not really for me. Especially, say, Homefront: The Revolution, which is a game I'm getting into right now, again. It runs at about 20 FPS, but I mean, it was created with CryEngine, and my GPU is not the greatest. It's got like 96 some shaders on it, or something like that, and I think like 18 ROP or RDP. I'm trying to think what the acronym is off the top of my head. I'm tired again. It has only that amount, and yeah, so I mean, it has some good points, some beneficial points. Before I let this go, that's the clock speeds I was referring to earlier. That it normally will be at. It normally be at 624 megahertz core and 900 megahertz memory speed when it's in performance mode. I got a application down here. If I can get my camera, I'm terrible at camera angles. This tells me what apps are using it. Apparently, I mean, 2 programs are using it right now. And yeah, another cool feature about this laptop is it has Bluetooth support, which is amazing. As far as I take my phone, which is what I'm recording this on now, and I can transfer stuff to and from it effortlessly and actually pretty quick, surprisingly enough. So anywho, you can see all the stuff that I do on here. This is kind of what I'm about. If it's geeky related, I'm into it. If it's gaming related, chances are I'm into it. And sometimes I play in Google Earth. A good application that I use to clean out my computer is called CCleaner. My antivirus is Bitdefender. And yeah, so leave a comment, suggestion below. You can like it or not like it. You know, that's totally your call. And anywho, I'll catch you guys later.